I've covered several RWBY fan animations now, but I got to thinking. I've taken a look at some of the most popular animations, but what if this time I take a look at the underrated ones? Not everyone wants to create their own teams and make full character trailers for them. Some people just like using the characters we already have and playing with their animation skills using their pre-established abilities. Well, that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking a look at 5 underrated RWBY fan animations to give them the love and attention they deserve. There's links to them in the description, and you should all go check them out and show the creators your love and appreciation. Let's not dilly-dally anymore, and let's dive into the first one. Cake Station makes a lot of little fight scenes between different RWBY characters, but their full Forever Fall video is probably their most ambitious RWBY project so far, a reimagining of what the Atom versus the Bees fight could have been.
I'm not running.
The voice work, while brief, is all really good in this one too. In the description, they explained that they really wanted to try to capture Monty's style. Well, I say mission successful. The animation is smooth and on point, using their weapons and skills in super creative ways. I really love this initial move where Blake pulls Atom underneath her while she flips over him. It looks so smooth. I think having distinct shadows for the characters on the ground helps give this fight a lot of weight. Even the show proper doesn't always do this. Something as simple as distinct shadows being cast on the ground can give a fight a sense of being grounded in reality. Without shadows, things tend to feel a little floaty. This volley is really nice. I love how the camera stays planted in this one spot to really help us to follow these attacks. Swapping the camera around mid-fight can disorient the viewer. That's some good music you got there. This is what Atom's Moonslice should have been. This rinky-dink desk cloud he does in Volume 6 was so lame. If we have a show where people do crazy epic moves with fire and speed and all kinds of bananas, go ham with their big attacks. Go all out with your glory shots. Also, great sound effects used with it too.
This ends
Now!
I kind of like the fact we don't ever get to see his face, leaving his potential real identity a secret, and also we don't glorify whatever gory move Blake did to kill him. Having his fall mimic Blake's departure from the train is such a nice touch. Cake Station says they wanted to mimic Monty's style as best they could. Well, you've nailed it. Not only with their fantastic choreography, but the style of the colors in this world. Even little things like the waterfall is red. It matches this world. It feels like something the extra colorful world of early RWBY could have had. If I have any gripes, I would say there's a few too many shots where we just see a character reacting to an incoming attack, but really that's extremely minor compared to how good the rest of it is. AKMotions has something I don't really see very often with RWBY fan animations. Jaune. I understand why Jaune isn't usually anyone's first pick when it comes to playing around with characters' fun fighting choreography. His skill set is, admittedly, pretty limited. The idea of using a character with much cooler powers like Pyrrha or Emerald or Penny definitely is a lot more appealing than the boy who heals and has a sword. AKMotions has several other very good RWBY fan animations on their channel, but this is definitely their most cinematic one they've done so far. The opening shot of the iconic maple leaf that symbolizes Pyrrha easily fades into what is presumably a thought from Jaune. Honestly, this is much stronger with its subtle simplicity at conveying Jaune's turmoil over Pyrrha than what the show did. A giant towering statue and a Pyrrha lookalike demanding Jaune to cry is just so heavy-handed. It feels like it's beating me over the head with what it's trying to portray. This animation, with a simple yet very honest thought about the idea of moving forward, hits me way harder. Oh my god, do you see what I mean? This shit hits my heart. This is fantastic.
Surprise! I lulled you into a false sense of security.
What a fun combo, right? Yang and Jaune, they hardly get to chat or hang out much in the real show, but I think they would be a fun duo if they got to actually, like, hang out more. The reactionary shots during this video makes more sense compared to the Forever Fall one. The description details how this is just a sparring session. If your friend is doubling over from your gut punch, you're gonna give them a second to figure themselves out. If this was some sort of life or death situation though, then it would be a different story. I want to emphasize something super important. Choreography is hard. It's very hard. But choreographing a character who's supposed to be intentionally bad at fighting is even harder. We can see it with Jaune's fight in Volume 1 versus Cardin and versus the Ursa. The easy answer is just, like, have him fall down a lot or do something stupid looking. This animation uses much more interesting tactics to display that Jaune is trying to fight, but Yang is blocking or misdirecting his attacks. He's not just falling over, Yang is knocking him over. That's a big difference, and this video nails it. You wholesome little bitch. Fuck you. No, you can't do something like that. No. Oh no. Jaune's becoming one of my favorites now. No. Oh god, that fucking faceplant. Took it like a champ though. What a trooper. I've been talking mostly about just Jaune here, but let's not ignore how good Yang is. Personally, I find her fighting style to be the most difficult to figure out cool choreography for. So all of this just blows me away. But I think the coolest part is when she uses a bullet to hit something that's far away. Yang usually never uses her bullets in show unless she's using them to push herself around. Or she uses them when she's standing right next to the enemy. This trailer using her bullets like real bullets is cool. Great location for this fight too. The pale yellows of the morning sky complement our blondes' color palettes really well. This is just a real great video. Really cool and fun choreography with moves from both characters. My only nitpick: sometimes the camera jerks around a lot, almost as if it's targeted to stay on one specific character while they're moving around. I suggest playing around with having a stationary camera more, or maybe just a slight pan around the characters. Your choreography is amazing, so don't be afraid to show it off. Holy art style change, Batman! Yes, we're diving into the fun world of 2D animations now. Ooh, ah. Not everyone can figure out those crazy-ass 3D modeling and rigging contraptions. Look at this. Like, this is too smart looking for me. But in all seriousness, 2D animation gets to play around a lot more with squash and stretch, and more elaborate facial expressions too. Also, big props to the voice actress.
Oops, did I come off too strong?
This is one of the most dialogue-heavy fan animations I've seen, and she nails her performance for Yang here. God, the animations is just so smooth, and it looks great. It's not too fast, it's not too hard to follow either.
Sorry about the bar.
And it's funny too. Honestly, I've missed seeing Yang with this personality. She's fun and witty and a badass. The guy transforms into a bear. I'm guessing it's his semblance. Yang goes into overdrive. There's a few shots that I think linger a little too long, like this one and this one. I think it was to help line her up with the song, but maybe a little bit more movement from the bear guy would have helped. A slight snarling of his teeth and a quick wink from Yang. Things like that. Nothing too crazy.
Oh man, it's even got a cool name.
I don't know what else I can say. The animation is beautiful. It's so smooth, and that's not easy with 2D animation. Definitely go check out Alllex and their work on their channel. Show his channel the love it deserves. Another 2D animation, this one featuring Weiss. Though brief, being our shortest animation by far today at only 58 seconds long, this animation proves that it's not about size, it's how you use it. This quick spat between Weiss and this monster seems to mostly be a test in perspective and foreshortening, and it's fantastic. I love the extra emphasis on Weiss's barrel spinning. She uses some cool, speedy attacks that real Weiss should definitely take notes on. Don't do this. Do this. Don't use your sword like that. Use it like that. No. Yes. Stunning. And we're wrapping up our fan animation adventure with this hefty video, Juniper vs. Raven. There was originally going to be a fight between Raven and the gang sometime in Volume 3, Volume 4-ish, but that ended up being scrapped. Well, Labowski has decided to bring this potential fight to life.
You know, I feel like you guys should be taking this a little more seriously.
Wouldn't sleeping whenever you're tired be the more logical thing to do?
Who cares about sleep?
The voice acting here is really solid. Jaune's VA is doing an almost spot-on impression, and Ren and Nora are just crushing it. But then there's,
Oh, but we are, Jaune.
So, okay, to be fair, her performance is actually really good. She's nailing her inflections and her emotions confidently. The issue is that either she recorded in a big empty room that had a bad echo, or her mic was low quality, or maybe a combo of both. But her actual performance is good. I hope she can improve her mic situation, because I would love to hear her more clearly in the future. I just wanted to point out a couple of gripes I have with the animation too, and it's not because I'm trying to be mean. Quite the opposite. I want to see you continue improving and getting better and better. The smile lines on Nora's face gives off the impression she has like old person wrinkles. I get what you were going for, but I don't think it quite worked the way you wanted it to. Maybe instead of curling out, have them curl in to give more of an impression of chubby cheeks rather than a wide smile. There's also this thing where the characters move a lot, which on one hand isn't bad. No one wants a scene where the characters are sitting stock still. That's super boring. Something the show often gets wrong too. But I feel like you might have overcompensated a little too hard in the other direction. A character doesn't need to move their whole body with every other word. I suggest sitting yourself down and filming yourself acting out the scenes as one of the characters. What are the natural hand motions you do while portraying that line? Then you can use yourself as a reference for your animation.
Guess who's back?
I love how this shot seems reminiscent of Yang's opening attack in the Yellow trailer. It implies the connection between them and maybe hints that they're a lot more alike than they would like to admit. So we see Ren firing, but we never see if his bullets landed or not. A quick cut to Raven blocking the bullets while Jaune ran up would have flowed better, I think. This is such a cool ice effect. It definitely feels way more cool and dangerous than whatever the show usually has. Also, the animation of Jaune freaking out just for Pyrrha to run in and princess save him is just so cute. There's a lot of really good, cute, character-specific animations in this whole video. This move is bananas. While likely not very efficient, it does feel like something Nora would 100% actually do. Raven's just like, what the fuck? How do I handle this kid? The action moves fast enough and bounces between the different characters enough that I never sit there and think, well, where did that person go? Well done. Oh my god, Jesus, whoa, ho, ho, ha, ha. Alright, so I hate to break it to you, but that's not how boobs work. And we really shouldn't be able to see Pyrrha's boobs move at all. She's wearing armor, like strapped into place, metal banded armor. Her boobs should not be doing whatever the fuck this is. I suggest maybe cooling it on the boob jiggle. Nothing else in the video moves like this, and I think it's way more distracting than anything else. Like, fuck, man, this shit is embarrassing, goddamn. Cutting off a piece of a building and then slicing it in half is the exact over-the-top anime action I want from RWBY. I love the move Pyrrha and Nora does here, like a backwards version of their move when they fought the Deathstalker. It's really cool when people reimagine moves or combos that the show has already established. I feel like they should have definitely caught up to Raven before she had time to turn. Maybe if she was just a little farther away, it would have worked better. Raven's Nevermore strike is definitely the highlight of the whole video. It's flashy and refined and has that beautiful, colorful punch we see from our original 4 trailers. Very cool. The end of the video hints at a future fight between Raven and Yang, and I can't wait to see how that one turns out. I feel like I had a lot of gripes, but really it's just weird little animation stuff that needs a few little tweaks. The actual combat and the choreography is a ton of fun. This was a very ambitious project, and it turned out amazing. So that was our quick look at some awesome RWBY fan animations. It's fun seeing people play with the choreography of established characters. What kind of cool, creative uses for their weapons and semblances can they come up with? What sort of directions they choose to go with when it comes to writing for their personalities? Like I said in the beginning, Go watch all of these vids. Give all the animators and voice actors the love and attention they deserve. There's links in the description and in the iCard, so go show them some love. Animating is hard, like really hard. It wasn't easy putting any of these videos together. So let's show them the appreciation they deserve. Give them a like and maybe even subscribe too. And if you know of any other RWBY fan animations, leave your suggestions in the comments. I'd love to explore even more RWBY fan animations again in the future.
Rounding the corner with a bunch of lesbians, here we are, Manhattan, can you handle it?
Take this, take this.
All right, that's good enough for today, Ted. We've got everything we need.
Take this, take this.
What begins with come here and ends with ow?
I don't know.
Come here.
Fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get some.
What are you gonna do now? Block me?
Connect 4! You suck.
Shout out to my $10 patrons, you're all amazing. Nako, James Dodds, Cool Duck, Andrew, Ramiel, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, G Extreme, Classy Critic, Sunny Shy, Great Bar, Caleb Grimm, Pentamenta, Jake, Storm, Amber, Lolith, Hype Man, Luno the Evoker, Zero to Hero, and Keith and Coleman. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and absolutely 100% go check out all those animators and all their really cool animations. They're really cool. They do a lot more stuff than just the ones I talked about, so check out their channels. They got lots of cool things going on. Any and all thoughts and opinions you have about my video or their animations, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.